Well, welcome to another training update. This afternoon I have Ivellen Chester joins us, and we're going to talk about some continuing education items that have come up over the last couple of weeks. And again, this is training updates, and this is when we take an opportunity to talk about with you things that we've discovered through emails and phone calls over the last week or two of issues and things that have come up. Now, one thing that's been lighting our phones up is people getting on to their browser, pulling up Train, or really pulling up multiple websites, and things just don't display correctly, or parts. We've been getting calls via where things are actually missing. You probably have gotten your share of those calls too. And there's a simple fix to it. It's compatibility view, and you find that under your, well, there's multiple ways to get to it, but one way, if you have a menu at the top of your browser via, I think it's under Tools. If they click on Tools, the drop down comes down and it says Compatibility View, and you can click on that, and that puts your browser in Compatibility View. The second way is up by where you put the address into the website. For example, our website, ky.train.org, there's a little torn piece of paper icon up next to that URL address bar, and if you click on that one time, that too will put your browser in the compatibility view. And when you do that, then you'll be able to see drop downs, and the pages will go back to looking normal. So we've had a ton of calls on that and a ton of emails, and that's something over this year has been a little bit challenging for us. Browsers have gone under regular updates, and each time something's updated, we have to make adjustments on the Train side. And so again, the vendor and people are behind the scenes that will put in a permanent fix to this, but right now Compatibility View seems to resolve that call that's been coming up a lot. Today we want to spend a little bit of time talking about our continuing education program, and over the years, this program has evolved, and now, especially in nursing, can come in, get free continuing education credit. And there's a little bit of a process, and there's some things that have come up over the last few weeks that we just want to remind people of. One of them, why, is those CVs. Let's talk a little bit about CVs.
CVs are so important. I must have a CV, a curriculum vitae, or a resume sent in on every presenter.
Okay.
For every course.
And we've made that process very simple for them to do. We don't really need that 20-page resume, do we?
No, we don't.
How do they access, or what's the process for submitting a CV for you?
The link is on the service request form.
Okay.
And all they need to do is click on it and enter the information that's corrected, and that's all the information we need to be able to provide the nursing CE.
Okay, very good. And that service request form, people are starting to find it now. It's on the home page of Train. When you log into Train, it's there at the very top of the announcements. And when you click on the service request form, within that is a link where you can submit your CV information. And so that's been refined over the years, and it's pretty simple to do, and you're not loaded down with files full of 20-page resumes. Another area that comes up, it seems we've talked about a lot lately, is evaluations in continuing education.
Yes, every course that receives continuing education requires that an evaluation be completed. That's in Train. And so all they need to do is go in and mark themselves complete, and then open the evaluation and answer the questions, and then their certificate will be available.
Very good. This is a little bit, we're talking to a bit more of a specific audience now, but if you're a course provider and you're interested to have nursing continuing education applied to your course, there's a little bit of a process that you do have to go to, but how soon in advance in this planning should they contact you if they're interested to see if their content qualifies for nursing continuing education?
I highly recommend they contact me at least 30 days in advance of their training. because if there are issues or problems or information that's missing, that gives us time to get that entered,
Okay.
and if there's problems, corrected, and that gives us 30 days to get all that information in, and then it can all be loaded into Train.
Okay.
If they go past that, there's no guarantees that we'll be able to give the continuing education.
Got it. Got it. Now, when you're developing a course, we're a little bit unique. We give continuing education for face-to-face courses. What other type of delivery modalities do we provide nursing continuing education for?
Video conferences, also a webcast that can be created from the video conference,
Okay.
or one that is self-created, that we go tape it and create it, or online modules. So
Okay.
we have all those modalities that can receive continuing education.
And that does kind of set us apart and a little bit unique in our relationship with the Board of Nursing, so that is excellent. Well, very good. I appreciate you joining us today to talk a little bit about the continuing education program. And again, over the next couple of weeks, we will be monitoring emails and phone calls, and we'll come back to you with other Train updates of things that have come up through those time periods, or continue to send us emails. As you're watching this, you can email us at our KY support email, and we will try to answer those questions as they come in through these Train updates. Thank you very much.
Thank you.